Hello YouTube, this is TeroPrice667 and we are back with our BBR D-League. This week is the first week of playoffs. We have made it. And so going into it, a little bit of background here. After last week's battle where we won our little fun game with Odds Are, do check that out if you haven't checked it out. It was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun and I do appreciate some of the cool mods that we both got to use. So definitely you check it out if you haven't seen it yet. After that game, we were able to secure both the win and enough differential to bring us to the second seed. So we were entering this playoffs as a second seed, and we're going up against the 7th seed here in round 1, which is Dashing Sceptile and the Seattle Sigilyph. So even if he is a 7th seed, I do not take your opponent lightly here. And I'm definitely not taking Dashing Sceptile lightly. He has been around the scene for a little while, so I've definitely seen him around. I don't think I've ever faced him before in battle, but I've seen him play, and he is a pretty good battler if I do say so myself. So this is going to be an exciting matchup, I believe. And if you look at his team, he does have a pretty scary team. He has both the Chiyu and Annihilate, which are both super threatening. Even a Lycanroc Dusk, which can be super, also very scary because of the simple fact that it can kind of just, revenge kill a lot of my mons and prevent them from sweeping, such as like Iron Moth or Roaring Moon, or even like a weakened Palafin. So you can use that. He can also bring webs if you want to with that mon. I forget its name, but it's there. It exists. So going into it, let's start out here with our good old Terra Captain here, our Roaring Moon. He is going to be Terra flying once again with the booster energy. We're going to be boosting attack. However, I am not max attack, and I am not max speed. I am enough speed to outspeed his Lycanroc Dusk if it's max Jolly, and force it to click Accelerock versus me instead of like Stone Edge or Play Rough or anything like that. And I am rocking Taunt, Dragon Dance, Throat Chop, Acrobatics. Taunt is for anything that kind of wants to step on me, like Corviknight. Knight. If it wants to Iron Defense, or if it wants to say it wants to click Roost, I can taunt that, and then I can use it as setup bait instead. And let's see, also it's there for maybe like Sub or Wishing Sylveons. If I Throat Chop it, of course, I do have to be very weary though. If it's running Moonblast over Hyper Voice, I might need to Terastallize versus it. We'll find out. I can also taunt stuff like Espathra. I can even taunt the Gastrodon. So sort of what it is just going to be D-Dancing, Throat Chop, Acrobatics. If I Terra Flying Acro, it is able to take out most Annihilate sets even after a +1 boost. And also, it's also just a very scary, Acrobatics is kind of powerful here, and just Acrobatics plus Throat Chop just kind of just covers all my bases. So that's kind of what I'm going in for, just Taunt, Dragon Dance, Throat Chop, Acrobatics. I have enough defense to live an Accelerock from Adamant, Life Orb, Lycanroc Dusk, even after rocks in my non-Terastallized form. So that's what my extra defense is, and that's why I'm not rocking max attack or anything like that. Next up, we have Palafin. Now this Palafin is a super bulky HP and Spadef set. So I faced Gastrodon before, and the first time I faced Gastrodon, I just broke through it with being banded. This time around, I decided that I want to abuse Gastrodon as a Palafin check instead of trying to break through it. So the beauty of this set is I'm assuming Gastrodon is going to have to be super bulky, and even then if it does rock in a little bit of offense, I am able to live an Earth Power behind a sub. So Gastrodon is unable to break my sub in one turn, and I can start bulking up on it. It's unable to clear Smog, because clear Smog does not get rid of stat changes if you're behind a sub. It only gets rid of stat changes if you're not behind the sub. So I'm going to be behind the sub, and I get to keep my stat changes. I can keep bulking up versus the Gastrodon. So this Palafin is kind of meant to take advantage of its check. Next up, we have the HATTERENE, rocking Trick Room, Mystical Fire, Giga Drain, Psyshock, being just a leftover set with negative speed, max HP, max attack, and some defense investment as well. Able to take 2 hits from a defensive Corviknight, as well as like a hit from a non-boosted Rage Fist from Annihilate. So once I get the Trick Room off, I can just kind of start clicking buttons. Mystical Fire, Giga Drain, Psyshock hits my opponent's team really hard. I originally thought about Draining Kiss, but I thought Giga Drain was a little bit nicer here. Psyshock is able to deal massive damage to Annihilate anyways, so I'm just rocking with that instead of just trying to rock Draining Kiss. And then Giga Drain as well is just like, I could come in versus the Gastrodon, but I don't want to just be kind of like, we both can't touch each other type of thing. I want to be able to take advantage of the Gastrodon and get some health back by just Giga Draining it. And the Mystical Fire, of course, is just for the Corviknight that would like to pivot in. And this set is able to two-shot a defensive Corviknight. Now, if it's specially defensive, it is a roll, especially if it's leftovers. But if I'm able to get rocked up early on, then I'm able to put it within range of getting two-shot by Mystical Fire. Next up, we have the Tinkaton rocking Stealth Rocks, Thunder Wave, Gigaton Hammer, and Play Rough with the Covert Cloak. This set is just for the Espathra. So I have enough attack investment in order to break an Espathra sub of a max defensive Espathra. My Play Rough is able to break its sub still, so I don't have to just keep depending on Gigaton Hammers every other turn, which can become very scary versus an Espathra. So this sits on Espathra, it gets up Stealth Rocks, it gets Thunder Wave Espathra even, and since he doesn't have the Espathra Terra, it's kind of stuck being a Psychic type. So that's just the beauty of Tinkaton being able to fully check it then. Also, if the Espathra doesn't come, say he wants to bring something else, like maybe the Cyclizar wants to come instead, I can use this as well as kind of like a soft way to kind of check Cyclizar. Unfortunately, Cyclizar can break through it over time, so I do have to be wary of that. It's also 100% is able to take on most Sylveon sets, as Sylveon doesn't rock Mystical Fire anymore, which is very unfortunate for it, so I'm able to take on Sylveon as well. Next up, we have the Iron Moth. Iron Moth does a bunch of damage to his team. Sludge Wave, Energy Ball, Fiery Dance, Psychic, all those moves hit everything on his team, at least for, I believe, super effective damage outside of the Chi-Yu, which the Chi-Yu tears into a Fairy type and then is able to hit the Chi-Yu with Sludge Wave. So, well, I guess the Espathra as well. So 2 Mons are not getting hit super effectively here. Okay, 3 Cyclizar. Alright, I am learning. So, 3 Mons aren't going to be able to get hit super effectively here, but they still don't want to take a hit either way. Cyclizar being maybe the only one, since it does have Regenerator. But even then, it's still going to take a bunch of damage from it. The biggest issue I've discovered while prepping is that I don't really have a way to take on Chi-Yu. So my best way, honestly, is to just kind of let Iron Moth just deal some damage to it. So I'm practically sacking off my Iron Moth, unfortunately. But I am able to put the Chi-Yu in range to be picked off on my Revengers later on. And finally, we have the Dawn Fan, which is just a Rocky Helmet set rocking Play Rough, Knockoff, Rapid Spin, and Earthquake. The Play Rough is specifically for the Annihilate. So Annihilate might think that it can use Dawn Fan as setup fire, but this Play Rough is able to do a decent chunk to it, and then put it in range for stuff like my Roaring Moon or my Palafin, even after it like starts bulking up versus me. And then also Rocky Helmet there for Lightning Rock specifically as well. I am able to 1v1 Lightning Rock with this set. Since my defense is able to take on 2 close combats. So yeah, that is the team. And this is going to be a tough battle, I do think. Even though I've been told many times that, oh, this matchup's heavily in my favor and stuff like that. I don't believe it is. I think this is a more even matchup than a lot of people would like to tell me, because of the simple fact that there are a couple Mons on Dashing Sceptile's team that is able to take out my threats really quickly. And then there are a couple Mons I'm just unable to check overall. So, kind of like a 2-way battle here, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you all so much, and I'll catch you all when the battle begins. Alright, we're connected with Dashing Sceptile here, see what he wants to bring. He is bringing the Chi-Yu, the Corviknight, the Gastrodon, the Sylveon, the Lightning Rock, and the Annihilate. So that means he did not bring the Cyclizar. Or if I can double check here. So Cyclizar is not coming, which means if I get hazards up, the only way he can get rid of them is by clicking Defog. Also, the Espathra is not here, so my Tinkaton is a little bit more I can use it more aggressively because the mine is supposed to check not coming. So I think still, I always lead Iron Moth. Chiyu is a threat, and I need to have a way to at least scare it out so it doesn't just destroy my team. But yeah, with that, we are all set to go. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, and let's get this started. Okay, see what they want to lead here. Oh, they have a picture of the Quaquaval. That's really cool. I like Quaquaval. Alright. We're in the normal gym, it seems. Metallic. Oh, that's a Corviknight. That's perfect. I just click, yeah, I click Fiery Dance. I don't care what they go into. If they go Lycanroc, I just go Donphan. If they go Gastrodon, I think I just go hard Hatterene instead of trying to do anything fancy because they could be Rindo. So if they do show leftovers, I will have to Calc. Yeah, that's what I expected to withdraw there. Harambe. That's this thing, okay. I get this attack raise. Let's see. Iron Moth versus Annihilate. If he is bulk up, my Fiery Dance would do about 30-ish%. So that did a little over 30, so he might not have Spadef if he doesn't have any Spadef. Okay, Psychic does kill. However, I don't know if I want to risk it. In case this is Scarf and clicks Earthquake and puts me in a very bad position. Actually, at the same time, yeah, I think it's too early. We're gonna go Donphan. I don't want to risk Scarf. Rock Tomb. So if he is Scarf, he just clicked Rock Tomb. Alright. I think I just play rough. He gets rocks up. I mean, that's fine. I click play rough here. Yeah. Alright, and now let's see. Donphan. 50. My knockoff should kill. So I'm just gonna get knockoff. Unless this is Resto Chesto, then I may have made a big mistake if he's Resto Chesto. So if he's Resto Chesto, I do live one Rage Fist. Yeah, I should live this Rage Fist anyways. Yeah. Alright, the Annihilate is gone. So I was able to take out Annihilate with the Donphan. Now here's the issue. They can go Chiyu here. Sunflower. That is the Chiyu. Okay. What I do is I go into Iron Moth. I do need this Donphan alive still. I want to get a rapid spin off on something like Corviknight. He does Terra. He Terra's early. Okay. Terra Fire. Alright. That's actually perfect because Palafin takes this out. What does he click? Lava Plume. Oh, that's gotta be specs, I think. While being Terrifier. With Lava Plume. Oh, no, that's not specs. This could be Scarf. If this is Scarf, that's fine. I just clicked Sludge Wave, still. He's not Scarf. I mean, this is fine. So second my Iron Moth there was fine, because I can literally go into regular Palafin and kill this. Or I could go Roaring Moon even. No, Corviknight's still at full. I do need to be wary of Corviknight. Go Palafin. Instead of staying in, I'm going to hard pivot out into... I think I can honestly sack Tinkaton here. It's not needed for anything necessarily. Wait, we're level 100, I just realized. Oh, that's awkward. That messes with a lot of things, actually. That's unfortunate, but I think we're just going to have to play through it. It is what it is. I set up the competition a little bit wrong, but I just realized this. That's on me, 100%. I think we'll just have to play through it, though. You know what? I think I'm just going to... I'll just roll Jet Punch. Yeah. Take the Chi-Yu out. But here's the thing. I now... Everything else on his team, I do have ways to work around. Getting rid of the Chi-Yu is amazing. It's super helpful for the end game. Now, I think the biggest threats I still have to get rid of are this. Am I taunt on this set? I'm not. I think I'll go Donphan and just get a spin off. Alright, so this can be annoying. I think my plan is if I can Thunder Wave this, I'll be in okay position. They just roll Brave Bird instead. Oh, that did a lot. Is this Banded Corviknight? For level 100. I did like 50%. Yeah, this is banded. I mean, I'm pretty certain that Tinkaton Oh yeah, Tinkaton takes and gets rocks up. So I'm just gonna sack my Donphan. I'm gonna see if I can get a spin off. Nope, that's fine. He does prevent the spin, which is great on his part. But the Corviknight is super chipped. Alright, I go Tinkaton. And I get the rocks up. Bandit Corviknight is a cool bring, I do have to say. Kudos. Alright, rocks are up. Yeah, this is banded. Oh, that did a lot. I think I'm going to Gigaton Hammer here. Yep. Alright. If you go Lycanroc, I'm Thunder Waving. Bobby. Is that the Lycanroc? It's the Gastrodon. Funnily enough, I think I go hard into Hatterene. And now we Trick Room. So why I went hard Hatterene here is I didn't want him to get up like any spikes or anything. So I'm going to Trick Room. Hard withdrawal. They go into... That's the Sylveon. Alright, now I have 4 turns of spamming Psy Shock or Giga Drain versus this team. So we'll click Psy Shock. Oh yeah, that's a 2-hit KO. Hey, Hyper Voice. Alright, we Psy Shock again. Alright, Sylveon's down. I need to check how many turns of Trick Room I have left, because I do want to be out of Trick Room by the time I go down. I have 2 turns of Trick Room left, which is perfect. I think I go hard Tinkaton. I sack the Tinkaton. Actually, let's go Palafin. I'm still under Trick Room, so I could just Drain Punch here. Trick Room will run out. Yeah, he goes Gastrodon, which is fine. I get a Drain Punch off. He has Rocky Helmet, that's fine. So he is a fully defensive set. And we bulk up once. Say we were +1/+1. Gastrodon is 252 bold. Alright, so I do need to keep subbing. I sub again. Then we bulk up again. And we sub again. And we bulk up again. We're at +3/+3. Now if I get to +4/+4. I take 64 plus about, let's say 75. It's 138. I took 138 total from Rocky Helmet plus Earth Power. So at +3/+3. I think I have to Drain Punch twice here now. Oh, that crit sucks. Alright, so the Gastrodon is down. I'm about a little over 100 health. How much does Lightning Rock do with Excel Rock? Oh, definitely not enough. Yeah. Alright. And that's the GG's. Alright, so we played on level 100, which is not good because we definitely prepped for level 50. So, I guess I should take in a closer look when I was making it. I really thought I did it for level 50, so that's on me. That's 100% on me. But we still secured the dub. I don't think changing would have mattered at all outside of like HP differences. And maybe like speed creeps would have been a little wonky, but overall, I think that I don't think it would have changed the difference of the game at all. I got into a position where my Palafin kind of just sat on his Gastrodon, even if it was getting a little bit sketchy with crits and whatnot, but I think I played it right in the end, and I'm happy about the result. We were able to win our first round. We'll be moving on to the second round where we will play the winner of the Sacramento Nido Kings and the Hera. I believe it's the. I'll have to double check the name here real quick, but it's the drumroll, please. The Hero Horde Pokemon Club. Yes, I know Pokemon team names. Trust me. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all next week. Peace.